we think it's young living or assisted living, you can make your home a healthy home, and it all starts with you, and it begins right now. All right. How are we going to do this? We have episode number 133 today, 133 of the program, The Art of Persuasion. Go to the link tree in the bio. Free products, free downloads, free market analysis, free product samples. And if you're enjoying watching your senior moment, share it online. Likes are nice and appreciated. Shares with comments are even better. Each week we draw from those who have shared and we give them a fabulous prize. Look at the numbers, guys. 4,900 push-ups, sit-ups, and deep knee bends in the big program today. And 600 so far month to date. 1,800 is a monthly goal. 27,290 is the goal for the month. All right. The Art of Persuasion. During a few short weeks in 1952, a man named Mortimer Adler sold $1 million worth of books. Now, he didn't want to sell that many books. In fact, he didn't want to sell them at all, but he had to. Today, Adler is known for his best-selling How to Read a Book, but in 1952, he's working on The Great Books of the Western World, a 54-volume set of essentials for a liberal education. Now, he was almost done and ready to go. There was a problem. His publisher did not have enough money to publish the first edition of the books. Adler leaped into action. He immediately drafted a letter, sending it to 1,000 potential clients. And a few weeks later, he received 250 checks worth $4,500 each. Without context, it's hard to appreciate how magnificent an event this was. In direct mail advertising, it's a 1 to 2% response rate, yet Adler somehow managed to get 10 times that. How did some pudgy philosopher with glasses manage to persuade his audience to deliver that much response? Well, sales is about persuasion, and persuasion is at its core human nature. And there's one thing a philosopher must understand, and that is human nature. Here's an excerpt from his book, How to Speak and Listen. Adler connects salesmanship to persuasion. Aristotle is the master of that art, the art of persuasion, about which he wrote a lengthy treatise entitled Rhetoric. To boil it down, the essential mention, Aristotle pointed out 3 main topics to be employed if one wishes to succeed in the business of persuasion. There are no better names for these than the 3 main topics than their Greek root words, ethos, pathos, and logos. So the first one is ethos. Ethos is, first of all, the worst possible way to start with persuasion is with some logical argument. So there is very important on how you present your argument in the order of which of these you do. And so the first one is going to be ethos. Ethos means character. But the context of persuasion, it really means that you show them that you're trustworthy. To persuade someone, that you need to prove to them that you are worth listening to. Some ways to do this is through storytelling, present your credentials, show your connections with others that your audience would respect. And because you're connected to them, then you would be worthy of respect as well. The second one is pathos. After you've established your credibility by ethos, the next step in persuasion is to incite some emotion into the argument. Here, Adler again says how to speak and how to listen. Pathos consists in arousing the passions of the listeners, getting their emotions running in the direction of the action to be taken. Reasons and arguments may be used to reinforce the drive for the passion, but they have no force at all unless your listeners are ready or already disposed emotionally to more in the direction of your reasons and your arguments. In other words, if they're not interested, they're not interested. No amount of argument or convincing is going to convince someone to do something they're not already interested in. So humans are emotional creatures. We think we are rational, but actually we crave something and then make up reasons to justify it. So we justify with logic. So, fear of missing out. We all know about this one. Fear of missing out. Oh my God, I'm going to miss out on something valuable if I don't sign up today. Hey, it's just my email address. How much could it hurt? Of course, that's exactly how Zillow wants you to feel. Finally, after ethos and pathos comes logic. So few things are as destructive and limiting as a worldview that assures people are mostly rational. Scott Adams said that. We're not rational, we're emotional. By now, I think you understand that logic is the least important factors in the presentation. Look at most marketing messages. Promotions, displays, highlight every logical argument you can find. So to look at them in magazines, look for the logical arguments. You don't find any. You don't need logic to encourage people to take action. Logos is think of logic as the seasoning on the steak. It makes it taste better, but it's not necessary. Persuasion and salesmanship get a bad reputation. We associate it with liars and cheats and the ugly side of capitalism. But that isn't the case. Persuasion is just a tool, and tools are there to be used. Whether you're a freelancer trying to convince a client that your services are worth your fee, or if you're a family member just trying to convince another family member to change their lifestyle so that they can live in a healthy home, persuasion is on your side. So take it from Aristotle: ethos, pathos, logos, and that's your senior moment of the day. All right, kind of a cerebral senior moment today. Here's my gratefulness moment of the day. My gratefulness is this. I don't know if you can see it. This is a toothpick with a little floss on it. You ever eat celery and you get a little piece of the celery between your teeth? It feels like you've got a cable between your teeth. This does the job. I have them all around the house. Zoop, 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 clean it up. A little floss, clean it up. I'm grateful. Whoever invented these babies, they are my friend. So that's your gratefulness moment of the day. We're at 7 minutes, so we're a little bit long. Push-ups, sit-ups, and deep knee bends. Get them done. 60 push-ups, 60 sit-ups, 60 deep knee bends, 60 toe touchers. You can do it, and you'll be strong like senior. That's it for today on your senior moment. Remember, the older you live, the longer you want to get. The older you get, the longer you want to live. I went for a whole month without screwing that up. See you tomorrow.